movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and 5. And it's Prince in at the small forward position.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Inside, stolen by Bane. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more. You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability, but he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard, but I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson. Here's Adams. Outside for Morant. Adams, the pass to Bane. To the left wing. Here's Morant. Here's Adams. Outside Morant. Down low. They have a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Outside Russell. Plenty of space. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Morant. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. On the take. And then Morant with the dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Brooks, the pass to Bane. Nice start for him, taking his first shot.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they perform, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
And he's going for the oop here. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Morant against Russell. Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Edwards.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Punch, that was.
bad intentions.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam.
Whoa, slamming it home on the taller defender. What swag.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
And Morant gets double-teamed. Kicks it out to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line. You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Morant against Russell. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's Towns. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Well, that time Towns showing you that he has the physicality to beat the contact. The defense has to do a lot more than that to stop him.
Here's Morant. 10 points for him. Pass to Jackson. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Edwards. Ja Morant. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside. What you say?
My goodness.
Come on now. And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Bain. Now here's Adams. Up top, Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Now Morant takes it inside. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Brad, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, B.A., it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Takes a step back. Pass to Towns. Grizzlies with the rebound. Brooks outside. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And Edwards slams it in.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
Morant against Russell. Outside Bain. To the inside. Here's Adams. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Towns down low. Defended by Jackson. And it's Towns with the power finish.
A smart move, using a little pump fake to get all the time he needed to go hard to the basket.
Yeah, it's just a simple move, but it looks so beautiful when it works. Oh! What a hammer!
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Bain against Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Pass to Towns. Out to the wing. Here's Prince. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Bain against Edwards. Jackson left side. The offensive rebound. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really...
Oh, hey, how about
big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Woo.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. And Morant gets it to go.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Back to Russell. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
29 seconds left in the second.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
Bain finds Morant. 16. Oh!
Wow. Come away! I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low. Working around the contact and getting it to go.
Here's Edwards. Keeps it alive. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
The Timberwolves, 26. And let's hear it for the Jabberwockies.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at small forward. It's McDaniels on the wing. Kept alive by Minnesota. The shot comes out. Memphis leading. And here's Jones. The kick out to Williams. Six on the shot clock. Going inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half. When you take a look at the former second-round pick, Danny Green, he's done a really nice job carving out a lengthy career in the league.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And for years, Green has proven he can be counted on. He's a key piece on some title teams.
Yeah, he's got multiple championship rings to vouch for that, to speak to that. I mean, he's the definition of a 3-and-D swingman. Actually may have been one of the guys that were looked at in creating that definition if you go back several years. He's provided lockdown defense wherever he's been and time for shot making, too.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
And Minnesota calls time here. Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. Pass to Reed. Back to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. He takes it in, and he gets it to go. McLaughlin's gotten 4 this quarter.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence, given the size of the disadvantage there.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Here's Conchar. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Green. McDaniels with some nice D.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Clark. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Green with the ball. Outside, Williams. Outside for Green. Here's Conchar. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Nas Reed.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And he's good on the second. The Timberwolves trail. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Noel. The 3-ball. Conchar pulls it in. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Williams passes to Green. Clark outside. Now Williams outside for Green. Shot clock at 5. Drains the triple. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
Pass to Noel. Let's go with a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. The kick out to Williams. Outside Jones. And here's Clark. Here's Conchar. That 3's off the mark. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Pass to McLaughlin. No good on the shot. Green with the defensive effort.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
With the drive, it's good. Green's got 5.
Smart drive that time by Green, sliding in around the defense and getting it to go.
Here's McDaniels. Here's Noel. And Clark with a block. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies going into the break up 12. They're getting quality.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Green. And it's Williams in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
They get it again. Pass to Edwards. Outside Russell. Right side Edwards. 5 to shoot. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Outside Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Over Gobert. Tries again. Back to Morant. from deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Moran. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Moran against Russell. Outside Edwards. Again, the miss by Edwards. For Memphis, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
To the middle. Ooh, poked away. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Back to Russell. And it's Bane with the rebound. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And there's the lob. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Now here's Moran. Brooks outside. Jackson for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Moran with it. Outside Bane. Moran finds Bane. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Edwards. The shot no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Outside for Moran. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3. Moran's got 26.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies?
Well, they've continued to play pedal to the metal, leaking out and capitalizing with ease when they get opportunities in the open court.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
And here's Adams from the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for the Grizzlies.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ja Morant.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. To the paint. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Russell driving to the basket. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Now here's Bane. Pass to Adams. Outside Bane. From deep three-point range. The shot off that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. To the middle. Here's Edwards. Back to Russell. From deep. Towns down low. Jackson on him. They grab their own miss. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Now Morant. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Shots good by Towns.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Wall, the pass to Kennard from the arc. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Russell against Wall. Throws it up high. Russell finds Edwards, and he banks in the layup.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
Now Los Angeles with it. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Now here's Gobert. Now here's Towns. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark from 16 feet.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Basket counts.
That's great touch from the swingman, as Kawhi knows that he can capitalize from that area, and he can get there anytime he wants.
Here's Russell. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
George. Kennard on the wing. Leonard outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, when you're super creative like D'Angelo is, playing in the pick and roll becomes a really fun game within the game.
Wall, the pass to Kennard. Leonard right side. Back to Kennard. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Kennard's got 5 now.
Coach is wanting Luke Kennard to get aggressive with his shots. That's a nice catch and shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Russell against Wall. Russell, the pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. And he drives in. And Edwards slams it in. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
George passes to Leonard. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Kennard on the wing. Puts up a 3. He's off on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
And the Clippers with the ball after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Pass to Edwards. Towns against Leonard. Towns gets the bucket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Kennard. No good on the 3. Gobert passes to Towns. Four seconds left. He shoots again. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
He gets it off. That shot off the mark. And so it's Minnesota closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead.
Fans, your Clippers, Houston team. Fans, your
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. John Wall is out there with Paul George. And it's Kennard in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Now here's Russell. Oh, there's the alley. And Edwards slams it in.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their 2nd winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Prince. 6 to shoot. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
The Clippers trail. Going inside, and the jam by George.
You gotta have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handle.
Here's Russell, and then Russell with the dunk.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Stolen by Russell. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Pass to Zubats. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Prince on the attack. Here's Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how How do you box a guy out like Towns?
Kicks it out to Kennard. From deep three-point range. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kennard. A minute 50 left in the half. Wall against Russell. To the inside. Up top, Edwards. He's got 10. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Brent. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Double team on Leonard. Here's Kennard. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Kennard's got 6 here in the quarter.
And if the defense is going to shut down one thing with Kennard, I'd start with the three-point shooting.
Russell against Wall. Russell to pass to Towns. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
The Clippers on D, trailing by 5. Here's Anderson. Oh, a special move before that shot.
Capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
Ball for 3. The shot that time not on target. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Anderson with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Anderson passes to McDaniels. Here's Noel. From deep. Here's Reed. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
16 seconds left in the second period. They set the screen. Wall, the pass to Kennard. Nails it from 3. Kennard's got 14 points.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
26. The Timberwolves. 33.
Played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Boy, it's been quite a game for Luke Kennard.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. They've got Kyle Anderson, Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Oh, and Reid with a block. Driving in. McLaughlin's shot is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now here's Covington. Stripped away. It's a one-on-one situation. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
They're pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Jackson, he's checked in for Wall. McDaniels inside, covered by Covington. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson.
Minnesota charged with a foul. Jordan McLaughlin. First personal foul. First team foul.
Powell with it. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And that one, good.
Batum just shrugging off contact that time.
Minnesota in the lead. Right around around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Powell with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Anderson finds Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Clock at 6. Throws it up high.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. It's Powell, high post. Pass to Covington. McDaniels with some nice D.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Morris against Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. It's deflected. For 3, Powell. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. And he lobs it up.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Now a timeout called by the Clippers. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Wall against Russell. Here's Kennard. And the Clippers miss again. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Wall against Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Paul George.
First team foul.
Free throw good, Edwards.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. At the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Kennard outside. Jacks up a 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting incredibly well. 63% and really making their shots. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow.
Amazing. Man. Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Drives to the hoop. Paul George pulls down the board. The Clippers shooting about 43% in this one. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
Outside Russell. Inside. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Kennard outside. This one for 3. Edwards pulls it in. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
First personal foul.
Free throw is good from Russell.
Yeah, so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Towns a screen on Wall. Russell the pass to Towns. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
It's George on the wing. Kennard finds Leonard. There's the drive. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 14. And fourth quarter back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle or you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. John Wall is out there with Paul George, and it's Kennard in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. See if he can cash in now at the line.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Outside Wall. Kennard outside. Back to Wall. Just 5 to shoot. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And passes like that demonstrate just how much Kennard is a team-oriented player.
Pass to Prince. Now Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans, going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Out to Leonard. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second personal foul.
No doubt one of the best two-way threats on any NBA floor. Leonard remains hungry to keep adding to his title collection.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Russell against Wall. Here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Over Leonard. That one no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Kennard. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
And that's a quick draw from Kennard, just pulling up before the defense has a chance to react.
Up top, Edwards. George defending. Shot is good by Edwards.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. With the crossover to the wing on the left. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Prince. Now here's Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Leonard. Ball for 3. George passes to Zubats. Edwards against Wall. Leonard outside. Back to Kennard. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. They get the rebound. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Third personal foul. 3rd team foul.
A minute 53 left in the 4th quarter. George outside. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves shooting great. 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Here's Russell. And there's the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
Good penetration for D'Lo right there. Real nimble on the inside. Finds an angle.
Pass to Zubats. Out to Leonard. Kennard outside. From deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed Nice win here for the Timberwolves.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Anthony Edwards.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
30 seconds left in the fourth. The three is up. Ooh, nice D from George. Kennard outside. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready, and they...
The Timberwolves clearly know how to dress. Getting off the bus earlier on, hoping to secure a win away from home. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Russell. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Again, Russell missing.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Now, here's Bridges. On the wing, Bridges. Clock at 6. Inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Now here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Pass to Crowder. Over in the corner, Paul. The three-pointer, no good. Minnesota with the ball. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, here's what the Timberwolves head coach had to say when we spoke to him earlier. He told me they have to lean on their postgame tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Bridges finds Booker. Ayton a screen on Edwards. Booker with no one around. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, this is very much the definition of a shooting guard. Booker always looking to rise and fire from range.
Now here's Towns. Lets it fly. In close, he hits it.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Paul against Russell. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Booker inside. Edwards defending. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ayton. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Booker, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Foul. Second team foul.
Crowder against Towns. A shot missing. The Suns go the other way with it. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
2 minutes remaining in the
There's a
first.
lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now here's Towns following the shot by Chris Paul. Towns down low. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. In the corner, it's Bridges. Booker outside. Shoots the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Booker's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Suns.
Boy, this guy's operating like a 10-year vet. Booker making all the right decisions almost immediately.
Russell kicks to Edwards from deep 3-point range. Rebound by the Suns.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Crowder with it. Picked up by Edwards. Crowder dishes to Booker. To the inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Booker's got 8.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Bridges sets the screen for Paul. Bridges left side. Kicks it out to Paul. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Boy, look at how natural DeAndre Ayton looks in the pick and roll. This guy is smart. He understands how to navigate.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Crowder with the ball. Kicks it out to Booker. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Lightning quick release on that jumper. No one could get to Booker in time.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. Here they are.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Suns.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Russell passes to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And to watch NBA offense when the ball is hopping, I think you'd agree, it is beautiful. The precision, the grace, the timing. How much of that, Doris, is just making the simple pass?
And I think the best basketball is played when players think, what is the next right play? And so often, Kevin, that is simply moving the basketball. On the catch, you're in triple threat position. But as soon as you don't have anything, move it to the next guy. So I couldn't agree more.
Edwards, screen on Paul. And Edwards with the stop.
Man, that's strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Paul outside. Kicks it out to Booker. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Timberwolves trail by 8. Prince, right side, for the 3. Also looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Prince finds Russell. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
All up top. The kick out to Crowder. Paul outside. On the wing, Bridges. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And here's Booker from the arc. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Make some noise once again for your Suns Viper Dance Crew.
Minnesota with the ball. 8-point game. Lobbed up there for Edwards.
This, to me, is an improving aspect of D'Angelo Russell's game. Reading the pick and roll. Nicely done.
Paul looking around. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Booker against Edwards. Booker outside. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the pass to Bridges. Over Russell. Bridges misses. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers doors won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Now Edwards. He has 7. Outside Russell. Driving in. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the game here. And that one falls for Bridges.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. All up top. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Paul's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
Well, this is a comfort zone for Chris Paul. That mid-range game, you better guard it.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Bridges kicks to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Beyond the arc. Reed with the rebound. Here's Noel. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Noel's got his first 2 points.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And so it's Phoenix in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots.
The Timberwolves, 15.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Reed is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's McDaniels, and it's McLaughlin in at the point.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Lee outside. Here's Shamet. Passes it to Landale. Plays it up and banks it in. Landale's got 4 points in the quarter.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's the lob to the hoop.
Sees his man has the angle on the interior and drops a dime right there.
Suns leading by 11. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels' doors is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. The shot misses, and Phoenix will come the other way. Into the lane. Shamet the pass to Landale. Charge has the open look. Knocks down the 3-ball. Charge has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, zero hesitation on that catch and shoot. Dario, not shy, playing confidently. Nicely done.
Here's McLaughlin. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
And the Timberwolves call timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Shot by Johnson, no good. Timberwolves trail by 14. Pass to Noel. Now Reed. And Anderson has it in the corner. Anderson the screen. Noel passes to McDaniels. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Phoenix ball.
Here's Shaman. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Shot on the wing.
2 minutes remaining.
And too long on the shot.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Now here's McDaniels. He's guarded by Johnson. McDaniels kicks to Reed. Misses the three. Suns leading by 14. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
On the court.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Shamet the pass to Šarić. Takes the three. Kept alive. Timberwolves trail by 14. That's a 2 from Towns. And the layup's good off the glass. That's now 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
I'll tell you, so many different aspects to his offensive arsenal. Towns flashing solid handle ability.
Johnson with a screen on Edwards. Kicks it out to Johnson. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Edwards driving inside. And Edwards with the stuff.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Šarić, that's good. Šarić has got 6.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
Shamet with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Out to Šarić. Lets it go from deep. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Šarić has got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns. Outside Edwards. Seconds left. And finished off by Edwards.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. All around, it's hard to point to any.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Down by 12. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And they call Anthony Towns with the jam.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Now here's Paul. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Suns lead by 12.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Paul dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Sport vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Paul outside. Outside Crowder. 5 to shoot. Paul kicks to Booker. Over Edwards. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Russell against Paul. And Edwards with the stop.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Russell against Paul. It's stolen by Edwards. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. They get it back. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Phoenix calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thanks, David. Drills it from outside.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end. Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Paul outside. On the wing, Bridges. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line
and a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leading the defense to scramble.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
1:30 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ball against Russell. Shoots from the line. Second chance shot. And here's Booker. 8 in the screen. Just 4 to shoot. Devin Booker, and that's good. And the Suns lead by 11.
Devin Booker found his rhythm early. He's sustaining the offense all by himself, and his teammates simply keep finding him.
Here's Edwards. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Russell against Paul. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's Towns. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now Paul. High post try, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A confident David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
looking at both of these teams, Richard, both great passing squads, two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
Well, it's a beautiful brand of ball for sure. Just a joy to watch. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5. On defense, the Grizzlies.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Here's Morant driving to the basket. Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Now here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Put in some extra juice on that tomahawk, fellas. No one is going to stop that.
Man, when he's coming in with that level of force, that's just too much right there. Here's Brooks. Outside Morant. On the take. And then Morant with the jam.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Now here's Russell, and there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Russell against Morant, driving inside. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Gobert. Edwards with it, guarded by Bane. 6 to shoot. Edwards against Bane, and fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Grizzlies. That one's no good. Right side Morant. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've... Oh, big finish! Wow!
Okay, I see you. So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Russell against Morant, and the shot goes.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Memphis leading. Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. And then Morant with the dunk.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now Russell. And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Those long arms of Jackson Jr. getting in the passing lanes.
Edwards a screen on Morant. Russell with the ball. He's picked up by Bane. And Edwards slams it in.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Morant, the pass to Bane. Outside for Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Outside Edwards. Ja Morant grabs the miss.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Morant. He takes it in. And then Morant with the dunk.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Edwards, here we go.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
Here's Russell. And he converts the layup. Russell's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
He gets it up. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. A free-flowing first quarter. Great.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside Bain. Back to Jackson. Outside Bain. Pass to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Russell. From deep, Morant. And it's Morant again missing. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Jaren Jackson picks one up. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, BA. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
And Minnesota has possession after the basket by Memphis. And Edwards slams it in.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, BA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Morant. He's got 22.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Outside Morant. 4 on the clock. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Morant's got 24.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Stolen by Bain. Morant with it. 24 points for him. Takes it inside. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
That shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Morant. And it's Morant again missing for Minnesota. They've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And it's powered home by Towns.
Woo! The whole arena felt that. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
Morant against Russell. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard hitting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now here's Russell. Outside Morant. And there's 1:45 left in the first half. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
Russell against Morant. Outside Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Shot on the wing. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Bain. Jackson's gotten his first points in this one.
Hard work pays off for Jackson with the bucket. He makes the effort to be a reliable scoring option for his team.
Here's Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Adams. Here's Jackson with the drive. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Such a forceful drive by Jackson Jr. Defense doesn't want to get in his way.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Morant. Give him 30. And then Morant with the jam.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they Ja Morant. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And don't go far. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the court for the Grizzlies, Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Green, then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Williams in at the 4-man position. McDaniels inside, Green covering. McDaniels can't hit.
Timberwolves foul. Jaden McDaniels. First.
Well, Memphis shooting has been incredible, 72%.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Here's McLaughlin. Jones with the block. Williams passes to Clark. Back to Williams. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Williams has got 5 points. And what you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple, solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Jones from outside. And that comes off the assist by Green. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Reed, and it's blocked by Clark, and he's able to get it back. Anderson for 3. Can't get it to drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Down low. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Reed. And he lays it up and in.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside, Williams. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. The Timberwolves have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Noel, no good.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Noel. Outside Jones. Pass to Green.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Kicks it out to Clark. That one's wide left.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
And here's Edwards. Into the limit.
Oh, hey, how about that? Forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Left side Jones. Williams passes to Jones. Shot clock at 6. 4-3. Sinks it from distance. Jones has got 7 points in the game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And the Stifle Tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
Russell's checked in for the Timberwolves. And so Gobert nails both of them. 1:02 left in the third. And here's Jones. He's got 7. Here's Conchar. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Conchar's got his first bucket in this one.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Edwards. Here he goes.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Jones. From behind the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Here's Prince. And yep, it's good.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Now here's Jones. 10 points for him. With 4 on the clock. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Memphis up 15 points as this quarter concludes. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Payne. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. Rebound Minnesota. Here's Prince. Gobert on the high post. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Adams finds Payne. Beyond the arc. That shot off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Edwards. Oh, misses the dunk. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Jackson down low. Prince is there. Jackson gets the bucket.
Love the power finish from Jaren Jackson, pushing right through the contact.
Outside Russell. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And there it is for him.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
Now Morant. Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Stolen by Russell. Fast break, Minnesota. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Adams high post. He's against Gobert. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Releases. Another shot. And Adams lays it in. As an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Memphis. Outside Russell. To the middle. Oh, Brooks with the steal. From deep, Bain. Counted from distance. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Russell against Morant. Morant with the slam!
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Russell finds Edwards. Going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter. Morant, the pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Clock at 6. The three is up. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Heave that one up there and hope for the best. Nothing wrong with that. Morant, you know, sometimes you just got to rely on your talent.
And he lobs it up top. And it's powered home by Towns.
What an athletic play from Towns. Rising up over the defense to hammer in the alley-oop.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And here's Adams from the arc. Minnesota with a rebound.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back. They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Grizzlies.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
And out of bounds, the Grizzlies will take it. Memphis in total control. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. 32 seconds left in the game. Up top, Jackson, covered by Towns. Morant, the pass to Bain. Now Adams. Over Gobert. Edwards pulls it in.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
Gobert finds Towns. Takes a 3. No good. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
The focus tonight has to be on the front court matchup. It figures to be a battle of big men down low.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. All out there with Paul George, and it's Kennard in at the 3. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Here's Leonard with the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Towns. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Now here's Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Edwards against George. Here's Leonard. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Russell finds Towns. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
Here's George. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's Russell. Here he goes. Lays it up off the glass.
You know, maybe he's not the fastest guy on the court, but quickness is more important than pure speed in basketball. Russell's handle and scoring instincts, though, are borderline elite.
Now here's Wall. George passes to Wall. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Here's Leonard after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. George. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota leading by 5. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
2 minutes remaining in the
Now here's Towns. Back to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. A putback, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Timberwolves have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. And it goes down 2 points. Russell's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
One more time.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Wall kicks to Kennard. To halt the run. Los Angeles with another miss. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards, and he drives in. Offensive rebound. Prince dishes to Russell. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Russell. Prince the pass to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the drive. And Edwards with the stop.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here is George. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And the Clippers miss again. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 11. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Leonard.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
They've got a nice little run going here.
Yeah, just making it look easy on the offensive end.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Takes it out to Leonard. Puts up a three, and he's good on the three ball. He has 6.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go and... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away. But the inside area is their territory.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
George with the screen on Russell. Outside, George. Leonard looking over the floor. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be. You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive, but recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running. Pass to Towns. Out to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Edwards got 12 in the game. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Leonard kicks to Wall. Kennard with the ball. On the top of the key. Can't hit that one.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game. And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Leonard. And here's Russell. He's got 6. Drives to the hoop. Can't connect from short range. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Ball passes to Kennard. Fires for 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
3 points.
Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Russell kicks to Towns. There's the pass to Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lets the 3 fly. Kennard's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 6. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Now, here's Kennard. 9 points in the game so far. They grab their own miss. Here's Leonard. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And the dunk by Towns.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Kennard kicks to Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. He takes it in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
First free throw is good. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Daniels is checked in for Taurean Prince. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And then for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubats. Robert Covington comes in for Leonard. And it's Powell in for George. Here's Edwards driving to the basket.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Anthony Edwards.
And Edwards drops them both. Here's Wall. And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime.
Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Marcus Morris is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Kennard in at the 3, the small forward. Lobbed up there for Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Wall looking for an opening. Pass to Kennard. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 4 assists in the game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
To the left side wing. McDaniels in the post. Kennard covering.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Clippers trail by 12. Outside, Wall. On the wing, Morris. Guarded by Reed. Kennard for 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. That one doesn't drop. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. It's Powell on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Kennard against Edwards. Fires from deep. And with that shot, the Minnesota leaders cut to just 9 on the basket from Kennard.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Edwards can't hit. Clippers trail by 9.
Timberwolves foul.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Last year, 90%, and he was right there among the best in the league with that percentage.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Noel's checked in. The offensive rebound. Powell kicks to Kennard. Back to Powell. 6 to shoot. Kennard setting the pick for Powell. From outside the arc. About that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Kennard. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Third quarter here. 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes.
Wall finds Kennard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And he gets the whistle. 2 free. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. It triggers a replay review by the official.
The lines to the Clippers.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult
2 shots.
previous plays, fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for John Wall. And the Clippers call time here.
Who wants a t-shirt out there? Let me hear you. Give a round of applause to your Timberwolves dancers.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Timberwolves leading by 5. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Noel. Powell with the steal. Here's Kennard. Finishes the break with a slam.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Robert Covington. George is checked in for Norman Powell. And John Wall subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Russell passes to Edwards. They need this one. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
He hits both from the stripe. Clippers trail by 5. Kennard with a screen on Russell. Back to Wall. Pass to Zubats. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Over to the left wing. Towns down low. Leonard's there. And Towns throws it down.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
And Wall kicks to Kennard. From deep. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Kennard's got 23.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter. Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Kennard's shot is off. The Timberwolves been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career. Explosive play in the air by Edwards. Perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
A 3 from Leonard. No good on the last second attempt there. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He has... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up. A hasty room service down right there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And Edwards with the stop.
Fearless drive by Edwards, taking the ball right into the defense and finishing strong.
Leonard with the screen on Prince. Kennard for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert has got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by George. Gobert. There's the dish to Prince. Back to Gobert. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats Zubac.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Ball passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Now Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Russell passes to Towns. Kicks it to Edwards. 5 on the clock, and Edwards with the stop.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Here's Kennard. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Back to Wall. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
One of the things that makes Wall so tough in this position is his athleticism. And he's able to use that to draw fouls inside.
Good on both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Russell with it. To the middle. Here's Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
1:53 left to play in the final quarter. Pulls up. And that one goes long. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 13. Los Angeles with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here's Edwards. And there's the try. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to Kennard. Leonard sets a screen for Kennard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. Timberwolves leading by 13.
A really solid victory for them here tonight. They kept things simple, took what the defense gave them, and grabbed the win for the Timberwolves.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Prince with it. He's picked up by Wall. Outside, Russell. From downtown. Rebound by the Clippers. Now, here's Kennard. To stop the drought. Gobert pulls it in. Outside Edwards. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker on the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot.
He's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instinct's just showing off from Russell there.
Now here's Paul. And stolen by Gobert. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. And here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Lets it go from the wing. Suns keep it alive. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Towns down low. He's against Crowder. That one drops for him.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Free t-shirts are headed your way, fans. Get out of your seats and let us know.
Here's Paul. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Outside Russell. And he lobs it up to the rim. Crowder with a steal. In transition, here come the Suns. The 3 from Ayton. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Outside Edwards. Excellent D there from Booker. The Suns have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Paul. Uses the glass on the layup.
This Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
And Minnesota calls time here.
You welcome, here they are, your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Edwards. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
And so it's Minnesota with it, coming off a Suns make. Here's Towns. And a nice finish on the layup. Towns has got 6 points.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Outside Paul. Misses off the left iron.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
The shot by Towns, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close. I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office. I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
It's Edwards with a drive, and Edwards slams it in.
Who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath, their huge throwdown?
Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Bridges down low. Prince is there. Out to Bridges. Back to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Bridges from outside the arc. Edwards pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. The shot from 20 feet out connects. The jumper drops. He has 6. The Suns have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Now Booker. He's got 5. Launches it. Hits a three-pointer. Booker's got 8.
Love the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix. 8 points in the quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Pass to Ayton. Stolen by Russell. Outside Edwards. Towns a screen on Booker. Here's Edwards. Crowder grabs the miss. Phoenix has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. And Chris Paul clears it away.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Booker no good. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Edwards against Crowder. Back to Prince. Pass to Towns. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges left side. The kick out to Paul. Here's Ayton. It's not going to go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Towns. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far. And Brent, we hear talk about teams finding their identity. For those that don't know, can you break down what that really means?
Well, one of the key things, BA, is you come out of a training camp in any given year. You're trying to find the right rotation of players and combinations of players that's going to establish what it is that you're capable of doing. And 30 games into the season, that identity can start to show itself. Great coaches in the league will adapt to the things that they're seeing from their rosters to give them the best chance to win.
Ayton against Towns. Drops in the layup for 2. Towns has got 10.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
Lets it fly from 18. He gets it in there. He's got 7.
Anytime CP3 gets inside the three-point line, or especially inside the top of the key, he's an immediate threat.
Russell against Paul. Here's Edwards. And no good. Booker with the defensive effort. Paul with it. Russell covering. Outside for Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. And now a 10-point Phoenix lead.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor. And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Crowder outside, stolen by Russell. Here's Edwards. They get it back. Russell to pass to Towns. Second chance effort. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Minnesota foul. Torian Prince. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Edwards with it, now guarded by Crowder. Downs against Booker. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Out of bounds, it'll be Phoenix's ball. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Landale's checked in for 8. Saric comes in for Bridges. Lee, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And it's Shamet in for Paul. Here's Shamet. Pass to Saric. The 3-ball on target from range. Saric has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Now Saric is a big man, tough to get out there and close out to the shooter. It's a nice look at 3-ball.
And so it's Phoenix.
20. The Suns 31.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
We've got Nas Reed. Kyle Anderson is out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. And that's the group from Chris Finch as we begin the second half. And he knocks down the first one.
Jordan McLaughlin. 2 shots.
He's off on the second. Phoenix has gotten 21 points so far from 3-point land. They're 7 of 10. Pass to Saric. Here's Shamet.
Blocking foul on Kyle Anderson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Crowder. And another basket for Phoenix.
Crowder can knock down a mid-range shot from time to time.
The Timberwolves shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. It's McDaniels on the wing. 6 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Sun ball.
They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Here's Shamet. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And here's Crowder from the arc. And the Suns get another 3.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And it's McLaughlin missing. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Shoots. And it's Phoenix with another.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Deflected.
That's just good defense as Crowder in the right spot.
Here's Lee. Pass to Shaman. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Crowder. Will it go? McDaniels, that's good.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. To the left side wing. Here's Shaman. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. From the top of the key. And they get it back. Over to the left wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Landale. Here's Lee. Just 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's McLaughlin. It's hauled in by Landale. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
1:31 left in the third quarter here. Misses the 3. The Timberwolves shooting at about 44% so far. It's tipped. Here's Shaman. Pass to Landale. Now here's Saric. Kept alive.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Russell. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebound.
That one goes in. Russell's got his first points of the game.
Good penetration for D'Lo right there. Real nimble on the inside. Finds an angle.
Here's Shaman. Pass to Landale. Now Saric, covered by Towns. Towns against Saric. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Suns ball. Suns substitution. DeAndre Ayton. Mikal Bridges. Devin Booker.
Outside Booker.
Hall.
Takes the 3. Sinks the tray. Booker's got 17 points.
And there's not a thing you can do against Devin Booker when he's heating up like this.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Suns ahead. They lead by 18. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Suns shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. On the court for the Suns, getting the 4th quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Paul with it. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And here are the Suns now. And here's Paul. Clock at 6. The shot from 20 feet out. Chalk up 2 there. And the Suns lead by 20.
And whenever Paul lets it go from that area, you think that it's going to go in. Love his stroke. Pure.
And he's going for the oop here. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
Now Paul. Outside Booker. The 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe. Yes, sir! That's what you tune in for right there. Wow. Love to see this from Russell, as he's one of the league's most gifted passers.
Now here's Paul. Here's Booker. This one for 3. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Want to be an all-star guard like Devin Booker? You might want to start hitting your share of triples.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Over Booker. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Russell. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Paul with it. From 17. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Russell against Paul. And the shot goes in.
Again, Russell able to dance behind the screen, and once he's able to set you up like that, it's over.
Russell against Paul. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. For Minnesota, they've got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. It's Edwards with a drive.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Outside Paul. For 3, Booker. Prince grabs the miss. The Timberwolves have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the 4th. And count it! The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, he's big enough, and I think he's strong enough to take that kind of contact and make it an and-1. Russell with a nice play.
And there's 1:45 left in the 4th quarter. And here's Paul. Ayton, a screen on Russell. Paul, the open look. They get it back. Goes back up. Ayton finds Bridges. Here's Paul. Plenty of room that knocked down that one. And the Suns lead by 15.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Suns.
Seemed like the sheer volume of 3-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again, and it worked.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Devin Booker.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Shot clock at 6. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Fades and shoots. Edwards pulls it in. There's 39 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Launches a 3. Prince can't hit.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Booker against Russell. Outside Booker. And there's the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Towns for 3. Outside for Russell. There's the three. Offline. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance.